Good afternoon, and welcome to this space, this very sacred and safe space where I'm sneezing a lot. Just had a big attack. Anyway, please join me in taking that conscious breath, bringing it all the way down to the core of you. Just feeling yourself relaxing. Just breathing gently. Just allowing body, mind, and spirit come together in a harmonious alignment. So just dropping yourself into that imaginary space of silence in the core of you, where we can observe what's going on. So, as has happened the last few weeks, just before I come on, I get this massive attack on sneezing, where everything gets blocked up. So just continue breathing, relaxing, and listening to me. Just allowing what information needs to come through now to help us. Because we sure do need as much help as we can. If we didn't think the world was so crazy. You can write your name and tell me who you are, because I can't see it on this StreamYard. But welcome. Just feeling the energies moving through you, within you. Nourishing. Hi, Debs. It's been a while. You've been busy. So just allowing everything that you're breathing in just to nourish you, body, mind, and spirit. Maybe, like myself, these past few days, maybe a week, I felt again lots of anger. And as I look at it, it's anger at me. It's anger. It's like for doubting myself, for going into lack, feeling hopeless and worthless. And so Debbie's saying, yes, busy with the garden, and John's been working full time. Oh gosh. Well, at least we have jobs, huh? So now more than ever, it's so necessary just to be with ourselves and to love ourselves and remind ourselves that we are not hopeless or worthless, powerless. But we have had many, many lifetimes of experience in this, whether playing the victim game or the aggressor. It's all affected us and sits in our, wherever it sits. So when this comes up for us to feel, it's so necessary just to feel it, not to go into the anger and the poor me, but to just sit there and feel it and be that mother and give yourself the divine hug to the child, to all the aspects, the roles that you've ever played. Because they're still coming back, all our aspects, as our multi-dimensional self is all returning to this one lifetime for us to begin anew. So to round up all the past and, I suppose, the present and future of duality, and to prepare ourselves for the second incarnation. And everybody knows mine, the lady who no longer has wrinkles, has beautiful long red wavy hair. She no longer thinks any less of herself than magnificent all the time. You see, we can't step forward with all the doubts. And what's happening outside, they're making a big job, big confusion to make us go, what? Isn't it enough? So we feel like we're hanging in there. I especially feel as if I'm between two worlds. I don't belong in this chaotic world at all. But I don't belong here either. I'm like in the middle, and it's not properly anchored. I feel as if I'm like falling. And that's when I feel the anger and all these feelings of self-doubt and judgment and, oh my goodness, why should we get up in the morning? It's all there. But we do have to remember that it's coming up now, so we can look at it and embrace it, acknowledge it. And together, preparing ourselves to take that quantum leap. And I say quantum leap because it's not particularly physical. at the moment. It is, the best way to describe it is as if it's an imagination. And there's not much difference between the imagination and reality. We don't know the difference. Our eyes know the difference, but nothing else. So we do really have to trust ourselves so much to keep focusing on our dream. It's never been more important than now, because it's so easy to fall back into those old patterns. So just keep coming back to the breath, and in this core of us, pushing your belly button in and out, just to feel your presence there, being in the heart of life. Just imagining your embrace as you welcome all these aspects to you. All these aspects that have been through so much trauma, carry so much anger and hopelessness. The heavy shoulders, looking down at the floor. We can't look straight ahead because the future doesn't even seem possible. But things are in place. Things are happening that we have helped to bring in, helped to be uncovered. But what is very necessary to understand, it's nobody is going to save you, nobody else. That's not what it's all about. It's about you and you saving yourself. And unfortunately, many people are not going to make it. Many. But the ones as consciousness that dare take that quantum leap, follow their dreams, everything that is being unraveled will be possible, will help you. But unless you make that step to receive it, finally receive it, you won't even see it. And many people won't see it. So it's not about us waking up the world. Not anymore. If ever that was a reason to write, to do what we did. I would have thought more people would have woken up by now with the absolute nonsense that's being spit out all around the world. Now, if England or UK wasn't bad enough, last night we heard that Holland, they've absolutely lost the plot too. Intelligent restrictions, lockdown, again. And Holland, in my eyes, has always been full of awakened people. Well, we'll see. Because this is all the reason, one of the reasons, to wake people up, to shake them up out of their slumber. So I'm afraid, guys, it's everybody for themselves now. You have to focus on you and your loved ones, your near and dear. And make sure that you can quantum leap. Make sure that you can birth your dream by making sure there is no more doubt and judgment. So don't sit with it for long. Just embrace it and understand that it is a part of you, not you, just a part of you that needs forgiveness or acceptance. Quite a while ago, I went through this forgiveness stage, forgiving myself for all the lives I've led, that I've been hurt and hurt people, that I was selfish, that I believed that I was a sinner in the religious terms, that I believed that I was anything less than magnificent and all-loving and powerful. Forgiving myself that I thought I was ever separate from source energy, God, whatever name you want to give it. And forgiving myself, dare I say it, for being stupid. So from this central core of you, feel into it, feel into how you feel, forgiving all of yourself for all these things, for all your human experience. Because I have been selfish in the way that it's only me and I didn't care about others. Feel how it makes you feel. And then just is like with that divine embrace, a mother tells the child that you are so loved. You are so brave and courageous for living it all. But it all had a purpose. And all is forgiven now. All is accepted. All the things you did and thought, even the terrible things. feel into the guilt that comes up, the judgment and doubt. Because a good person would never do all these horrible things, huh? It's so important that we face this self-doubt, self-loathing, and forgive ourselves. It has brought us to this place now where we can be of help by shining our light to help others awaken by your example, so that others can feel hope, freedom, love. I'm not sure when, but as the light is bombarding us, it's continuously bombarding us, but it's very high now. So you will feel you're becoming more and more sensitive to foods, to people, to things that you can put up with. But it's all to bring you into this space, to be with yourself, to make sure that you can quantum leap beyond. So face your horrors, because what is going to be revealed is also going to be horrific. And you have played a part of that. We all have. So there's no fingers that can be pointed. And we have to embrace it all. We have to be big and embrace it. And in a way, we have to imagine our love that we radiate becomes a sort of a buffer, like a big fluffy blanket that can nurture, I suppose, nurture others, because lots of people are going to go into shock. So it's just the time just to radiate and be that buffer of love. And continue being the example, working on yourself, being aware, shining your light, being magnificent you. And never ever be in doubt ever again that you are less, that you're lacking. You were born sovereign, free, and majestic. So you can hold your head high. So just coming back to the core of you. Just embracing all your aspects returning home, all your feelings. Because there's so much more to you than your five senses. You have lived so many lifetimes, yet in a multidimensional universe, it's all happening at one time, where there's no time and space, just now. So enormous and magnificent you are. And all that wisdom and love that you have experienced and gathered, we're taking with into New Earth, which is here now, but only once all the doubts have gone will you experience it more and more. We get glimpses of it now, even a day. But then reality hits, and that means that we've not done yet. So just loving all of you, trusting that part of you, divinity, to take you further. The human doesn't have to think about it. It's all under control. And everything will definitely work out if you want it to, if you're aware. But as I said, many people are not aware. They're so invested in the world today. They don't want to know. But we'll see. There's a life force out there and within you that is trying our best to take as many people with. Into New Earth, which is just a higher dimension of unity, of love and joy, peace. Yes, there still will be lessons of duality, but it won't be being stuck in it. So there'll still be male and female. Light and dark. But my New Earth is always beautiful weather. And that's something I'm grateful for here. It really does make a difference to how we feel. It's very easy to not tune into that joyful essence that we are. But it is there, and it is possible, but you must focus on it. So just for the last few minutes, let us just allow our true essence of joy to begin bubbling up from the core of us, allowing ourselves to feel it, to be it. This excitement of this big adventure, this great time of transformation. And it is this joy and excitement that will just knock you over the edge. And just allowing this joy to move with your breath through your whole body. And you can project it out from your third eye, so you radiate it all around you. You can see it as bubbles popping onto people. They say, whoa, what's that excitement I feel? Oh dear. Anyway, be the joy, be the sovereign one who was born free and magnificent, so powerful. You can get through this time, and together, knowing we're not alone in this endeavor, it all seems quite easy. And it is. So saying that, I wish you beautiful days of sunshine, of joy and love. And allow this weekend, be aware what's going to happen. The 17th. Something could happen. Announcements. Okay. I love you. Until soon. Adios.